Welcome back to ES8. I have an apology. There is a boss fight I should have shown you just a little bit earlier in the towering coral forest, but my video timestamps were obviously slightly out of kilter, so this happened just before coming to the roaring seashore. And after that we carry on with our usual castaway work. So here is boss number 5, Clareon in the coral forest.
Mr. Kristen, there's something in front of us.
How'd it do that?
It seems capable of changing its skin color. I knew I said something, but
Here it comes!
It's now a long time since I did that boss battle, so I can't really remember exactly what I did, except use all my available attacks, but it looks like he's somehow protected up on that log. He's certainly very strong up there. The head with those pincers especially is really tough. It looks like we can't get on top of him on the log, so we've now tumbled down to the ground. Yep, we've lured him down, and maybe it'll now be easier to somehow get at him with our attacks, because we're all in full offensive mode. Ah, we've got him down. Now that might be the turning point, because on the log he was somehow safe, but now we're really laying into him. Oh yeah, I think we've got him. Oh, he's got that disappearing trick. But flashguard is always a good one. Sahad's obviously been doing a lot of hard work there. He is beaten. Sahad is taking a well-earned rest, totally understandable at his age. Captain Barbaros wants to talk with Adol. He thanks Adol for his efforts in finding castaways, and then requests his help with fortifying the village further. I was thinking about building a watchtower over yonder. We need to fortify our raid defences as well, but at the moment a watchtower is top priority. We need to gather enough sturdy material. Little Paro has told me of some promising areas where such materials can be found. A vast canyon can be found north of the Nameless Coast. You want us to bring some back? That is a serious undertaking. We need to determine just how viable these materials are. First, we need someone to thoroughly scout the area, and I'd like you to be that someone. Please report to me once you've located the materials. Be careful out there. So we've got a new main quest for the Watchtower materials now. We love our quests, So we've got quite a few of them in progress. Hunt Hypers with a long expiry, and boat building which has a mid expiry, and finally the Watchtower. It's required for progress to complete that, whereas the others are optional quests. Obviously, we do all quests that come our way. We are explorers. A look at the map, see all those exclamation marks? So we see their Watchtower construction, several sites, and it may look like it's an easy, straightforward walk there, but we know by now from experience how tricky the terrain can be and how we'll probably have to backtrack and loop around several times before we get there. Out we venture again. Let's have a closer look at the area map. Now you see all the materials indicated. This is a treasure trove for map lovers. We can pinpoint every individual item that's available. Anything we might need, we know where to go to get it. Isn't it marvellous? We know this territory pretty well by now, so I will just skip through it and we'll pick up when we get to new pastures. Here we can now use our grip gloves to get to this particular point, but the pile of boulders cannot be removed because we don't have enough castaways available. Drat that silly old Sir Carlin.
Something there.
Flexible branch, sturdy lumber. This is the stuff we always need, and especially for the fortifications. Down on the beach I fit in a spot of fishing, and have a look what I haul up here. Caught fresh driftage, cabbage and eggplant and sweet pepper. I must say, someone lost their veggie bag. I've been in this area before, but previously had been unable to climb up here, so now we finally get to the treasure chest. Okay, 10 bait. However, when I consult the map, I see that it's taking us no nearer to where we really need to go, so Adol decides to backtrack. I made it at least to over here, and finally, crossing all along the beach, I've made it into here. We are creeping closer. See how much faster we're dealing with these starfish now? Oh yes, we're definitely getting stronger. You see, we are very close now to our first point of interest, but the path is very winding and looping back. It could still take us a while, but that's the life of an explorer. We've been in this low-lying swampy area with poisonous bugs before as well, so I'll just quickly skip through this. Here we have another blocked path, a landslide. We make a help request, and after sending little Paro, everyone in Castaway Village arrives to help. Landslide cleared. The magic of cooperation. So we finally have a new area to explore. There's the swampy ground behind us, and we're now venturing into the Great River Valley. Oh, the environment's changing on us, says Sahad. Yes, the forest is getting denser. This island seems rich with vegetation, says Laxia. This area is filled with new varieties of beasts. Be on guard. These little snippets of conversation just add a bit of flavour. I really like them. I love how Laxia always assumes such an air of responsibility. A quick check of the map tells us what types of ingredients we can find in the area, but most importantly, the 2 exclamation marks indicating the Watchtower construction, where we shall find those all-important materials. A new enemy? Those giant bees are pretty pesky. A small cutscene, a beautiful waterfall, and look at that big fish in there. Oh, and there's something else blinking. What's going on? Masterfish. On rare occasions, a masterfish will appear. They are strong and difficult to catch. They may also have rare items in their bellies. Finding treasure, cast your fishing line toward a waterfowl, and you are guaranteed to reel in a treasure chest. Well, I cannot resist that invitation. But of course, it is not quite as simple as that. How to get a good point from where you can cast your fishing line. This is going to be tricky. I'll probably have to move all the way around the river and try from maybe the other side. We are nearing the top of the waterfall now.
Oh, somebody's there.
Let's have a look if there is maybe a way through. And look at that, there's a passageway. But what's happening? It's getting all misty, foggy. A thick fog is rolling in. I can't see what's up ahead. Do you think it's safe to continue on? We just gotta be careful is all, says Sahad. At all? Did you hear that too? They are unsettled. Something doesn't feel quite right. Had we not been warned earlier about not venturing into areas where there was heavy mist and fog? I seem to remember something. Sahad is crying out for help. We're no match for it. We must flee, shouts Laxia. What is going on? They don't look too difficult, the enemies. What's that? Oh my god. A great thumping dinosaur? A Tyrannosaurus Rex? Oh my god, we're all gonna be dead in seconds.
All right.
On guard!
Leave it to me.
It just obliterates Sahad. Laxia runs. She is the fastest. I mean, I could just let everybody die and then we would just respawn at the last save point. But somehow, for some reason... Defense elixir? Well, I certainly need that. I just keep running because I think, no, I don't want to die. I had all this stuff collected. I don't want to lose anything. I think it has finally stopped chasing us. I thought we were done for. That beast looked like the one what was chasing me when I ran into you guys, except bigger, faster and madder. As far as I'm concerned, you and this island are both mad. You got me there. I don't think we can finish it off, even with Kathleen's upgrades. I'm not saying the quality of her weapons is to blame. I just think we should avoid trying to fight that thing for now. Yeah, no need to push ourselves, says Adol. It might be wise to look for a way to get around it. We need to be careful when we're going through this fog. First up, we need to heal. Only Laxia is okay. The other two are down to 38 HP, which ain't enough to survive any kind of encounter. So healing potions, coconuts, anything we have to top them back up.
Keep going.
And we have a few goodies like Sweet Remedy. We might as well use some extra XP. And that defense elixir Laxia found while running away. She might as well have it. And a bit more healing and we're all shipshape again. Let's have a look where we are now. The Great River Valley is a pretty large area. We're somewhere on a beach and you can see how we got ourselves into this trouble because there are 3 exclamation points for the Watchtower task we have, and getting to those points, well, we were tempted into the fog area. Now, the really curious aspect is that I have a vague memory of running into this very same scene with that dinosaur all those years ago when I played it on the Vita. So I must have been tempted back then, and I clearly hadn't learned my lesson. Very naughty. Here is one of those new enemies, what I call a nut kobold. I'm not sure what they are, I haven't looked them up yet. They really aren't very difficult. They're like a lot of enemies, very pesky. This is great, a new area that should hopefully lead us more or less straight towards one of those Watchtower sites. But for some reason I now can't remember, I decide to go back on the beach and walk down that way. Did I have some premonition? What's up ahead? Ain't it beautiful?
Huh? Look, over there.
It would appear to be another castaway. Let's go! Excuse me! Hello? That man just ignored me when I tried to speak to him.
Yeah, well, some people are like that.
On a deserted island? Really?
Now see here. Were you a passenger aboard the Lombardia? We were passengers too, and now we're stranded on this deserted island.
Not my problem.
Huh? Hey!
Hold on.
Where do you think you're going? And won't you at least hear us out?
Eventually.
Oh, really now? You could at least tell us your name.
Hummel. I'm a transporter.
Now, I love everybody in ES8, and Hummel is no exception. It was great getting him.
Such a vexing man.
At least he doesn't beat around the bush.
I don't know about that. I very much doubt he's interested in anything we have to say.
Well, we're heading the same way. I'm sure we'll run into him again. Transporter, huh? What an odd kid.
You don't get to call others odd. At any rate, the sun has begun to set. We should look for a place to make camp.
Okay, camp. So where? Where would be a good spot? And Adol has possibly found one. This area seems to be free of beasts. Ah, then we should probably set up camp here, don't you think?
I don't know why, but staring into a bonfire always seems to calm me down. This island gives me the willies and makes my willy want to curl up and hide. But when I stare at this fire, I feel relaxed. More than relaxed, actually. Safe.
Yeah.
I agree. Mankind and fire have a shared history with one another. Fire can bring disaster and ruin, but it can also bring light, warmth, and comfort. Perhaps those memories have been etched into the souls of all humanity.
Interesting.
Laxia is a true anthropologist. She's absolutely right.
Can you believe the audacity of that man we encountered earlier? I tried to speak to him and he just flat out ignored me. He was rude about it too.
Said his name was Hummel. I don't know. I don't think he was being rude. Maybe he had somewhere to be.
Somewhere to be? We're stranded on a deserted island. Where could he possibly need to be?
Yeah, well, there's all sorts of folks here. Like that stuffed shirt, Carlin, you know? Really, the only thing we all got in common is we were on the Lombardia when it sank. Everyone's different, you know?
I know we're all different.
Let's just get some sleep. We got a long day ahead of us tomorrow.
I love those campfire scenes, and this was a really great one.
Like a child.
I think you can guess what is going to happen now. The Maiden has safely arrived at the royal capital. I see. Where is Dana? I hope she's not causing trouble while the Maiden is away. Dana has been cloistered away, meditating on the Maiden's direct orders. I see. Then I suppose there's no cause for alarm. That child is growing into a beautiful woman, yet she still causes so many problems. I know the other candidates are working hard, but I think Olga will be chosen to be the next Maiden. I can see it. An endless expanse of blue sky, sunlight shining down on the land, a soothing vision. The animals are... The sky, the forest turning bright red. Is this a scarlet vision? Man, I slept like a log. I probably should have said this last night, but you shouldn't yawn in front of people. Ah, nobles don't do that. No one does that. It's just common sense. At least that's what I think. Don't you agree? So yawning is rude or it's no big deal? Well, Adol as always goes with the mildest response. Really? I think you two are starting to wear away at my common sense. Ah ha ha, being a noble little lady sounds pretty tough.
Good luck on the search!
Before we set out for another day of exploration, let's do some cooking. Some fish soup is in order. It heals 400 HP and puts up your break rate. You can't go wrong with fish soup. Mushroom omelette we cannot do because we're missing white mushrooms. You'd think I'm collecting enough stuff, but there's always something you don't have. So let's just autosave at the Waystone and on we go with the adventure. Thank you for joining me. Until next time.